So you've returned. How very brave of you. I trust that means you've already liked and subscribed, and of course insisted that your friends also join the cult of the apocalypse. Did you know we have a Patreon? Something to think about. Anyway, I digress. We return to that long, dark night in Arkham County to see how our trio of musicians are getting along. Poorly, by all accounts. But I'll let you be the judge. If you are not heavily pregnant or of a nervous disposition and you have your 3D glasses, I recommend you don them now. Comfortable? Let's continue. So, Iggy, you've stepped out of the outhouse. You've seen what's on the floor, a burnt and broken umbrella and what looks like a pile of ash, and you heard screaming. And whatever this is, it's unnatural, and I need a sanity roll.
Oh, St. Joseph, preserve us. That's a success. But it was, I mean, I think he's been struck by lightning.
Makes sense.
I think that's what my sanity pass is. I don't think this is something supernatural. Unless you're going to make me roll to convince myself of that. But I still think I've just seen someone struck by lightning and reduced to a pile of ash.
I think with your success, that is what you convince yourself of, and you conveniently forget how, in your memory, that light that you saw in the outhouse was a flash. You forget how long it phased up and phased down, but you do lose one sanity point.
I think that's reasonable.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think maybe my involuntary action is I pick up the incinerated umbrella and start sort of cradling it. Oh, St. Joseph. Teddy. Oh, God. Someone's got to tell Winifred.
Oh, no. Not Winifred.
And I start walking back towards the diner. I take a few steps back and then a few steps back towards the pile of ash. And I go as if to maybe I should scoop up the pile of ash, which is already like getting damp in the rain, turning into like sludge. I don't know. I can't touch it. And I take a few steps back towards the diner again, and then a few steps back towards the pile of ash. And I'm sort of, I think I'm caught on the forecourt for a while, just like really not. I don't have a clue. It's like I have to immediately convey this information to this poor man's wife and have no idea how to do it. I'm kind of frozen.
So in that case, as you're hesitating outside, can you give me a spot hidden roll? And I need a hard success.
My spot hidden is not good. No.
It's dark out here.
It really is.
You're getting soaked.
Oh.
It's cold.
Oh, okay, all right. So I run back towards the diner, and I think in in a moment of clarity, I put the umbrella just outside the door and go in, and see if I can get past, because Winifred was sat like quite near the door, right? So my aim is to not make eye contact, go straight past her and head straight to these two.
Okay, yeah, so you do that.
Smeared with teddy as you go.
Vince.
Hey. I look quite dreamily around at you with a slightly goofy smile on my face,
Vince,
as I've been clearly watching Mary.
Just pull yourself together, Vince.
What?
Pull yourself together.
What?
Keep your voice down. Keep your voice down.
Sure. Hey, Iggy, what's going on?
Teddy, the old boy who followed me out.
We're not at the Danes River place.
Shh. Will you keep it down?
Wait, are we at the Danes River place?
We are at the Danes River place.
I immediately look for an exit other than the front door.
Stop. Just listen to me. That old boy, Teddy, who followed me out.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how to say this, but just come out and say it. He just got struck by lightning. But I ain't...
Struck by lightning, you said?
Shh, would you keep your voice down? I look around.
Can you do anything other than basso profundo? God damn it.
Yes. I can do crescendo.
He said, what?
Don't.
No. You want to be thinking about diminuendoing right now, motherfucker.
Right. Pianissimo, right.
Yes, please. He's a pile of...
Doesn't he play for the Red Sox?
He's a pile of ash. He's ash.
What are you
Just
talking
no
about?
body. He's just... I ain't never seen anything like it. It's like spontaneous human combustion. You read about that?
I try to look over his... I look over his shoulders, because you don't have to try to look over his shoulders, because he's tiny, right?
Yeah.
I look past him thinking, but I can't see the outhouse. What? Is there lightning coming down?
In that moment, there probably is a flash of lightning. And then thunder.
I just, well, for a start, don't go out there. It's dangerous. But secondary to that, I don't know, what the hell am I going to say to his wife?
I turn to Charlie and I say,
Well,
dead light.
the deadline.
The dead what?
What the fellow over here was talking about.
It's what the truck driver said. He said it was a dead light. Like a soul leaving a body.
Yeah,
Right
should
out
have
there.
seen it. That's what
Right out
caused him
there.
the jackknife.
All right. Let's play it cool. This is just like the Danes River place. We're just going to get out of here.
The what? The Danes River place.
Damn it. Keep your voice down.
All right.
At that moment, Winnie comes over because I rolled well on her spot hidden. So, and
She sees the umbrella that he's still holding.
she just comes
No, he's
over,
left it outside.
Oh, yeah.
She's noticed that Iggy's come back, and she says, "Did Teddy come back from the outhouse with you?"
No, he went in after me. I give him a minute.
I understand. He can take his time sometimes. That's okay. He's got his umbrella.
How it should be, man.
That's right.
Relationship between a man and his business is, well, it's like a relationship between a man and God. Private.
Can I get you a
Man's
drink?
ass is his castle.
Winifred, if you sit back down. Can I get you another cup of coffee?
Oh, we got coffee coming. Don't worry.
All
She
right.
goes and hobbles back over and sits down. Just sort of looks out the window. What a storm, huh?
I just,
That lightning.
I don't know. I can't.
Wow.
I just like to. I don't know what I do.
Listen,
What do I do?
no,
What do I
but
say?
Iggy.
I pull him back to the counter with one arm, and I don't know, Charlie. I think you probably take the other arm.
Yeah. We
Drag
gotta
back to the counter.
What we were saying, we gotta say, if it's safe out there, if this dead light or this lightning, whatever it is, I think it's this, whatever this trucker was talking about, we can't be leaving here, no one else can be leaving here. We need to let them know it's not safe. Or you gotta tell her what happened.
Forget the Merrimack. Let's just get out of here. Let's drive south.
Well, we do need to get out of here. How far's the car from the diner?
Some kind of freak lightning storm. And then I stop very suddenly, and I flick my eyes to Mary, and then I flick to sugar. And I think because he was studying her, and I saw that he was studying her, and he possibly saw something about her that I didn't see until it was later. And I go, what was it that put you off about what Mary said?
What do you mean?
You were doing that thing like you were studying on like it was a goddamn accounts book.
Oh, it was her. She wears a medallion around her neck. The symbols are
Mary. I'm talking about Mary. I'm not talking about.
Oh no. Excuse me. Shaken up by what just happened, Mary. What put me off about Mary? Oh no. She was just saying that maybe we shouldn't go up to the Green Apple Acre.
That's right.
It sounded like. Well, I got the impression it was more than just the weather. She didn't like the sound of the place. But listen, it sounds like like Amelia.
Charlie. Sorry.
Yeah.
Charlie, you were chatting away to Amelia just now. That was a real intense little tete-a-tete. I was ignoring it because I was thinking about something else. But what you were pointing at her forehead all the time.
Listen. She was saying she didn't remember how it happened, but she was saying something bad. She thinks something bad must have happened to her grandpa. That's why she was running away. And she said she wants us to take her up there right away. I mean, she's right there now. You can probably see her looking over at us like a lost puppy dog. Yeah, there she is right there over the top of the diner chair. She's saying it will be safe. It's just a tough drive. We ought to take it slow, but she's scared about her grandpa being in danger. Now, we don't owe this girl anything, but the people around here don't seem to be helping her, and Christ, I don't know. I don't feel safe here no more if there's people fucking getting hit by lightning left, right, and center and deadlights flying about the place.
Here, look, take a cigarette.
Yeah.
Cover me while I go talk to her. Just real quick.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, what?
I wonder, should we tell the manager? Maybe he could tell Winifred, and then we don't have to. It's his property.
Danes River, the Danes River all over again. We don't talk to any more people about any things. We just get out of here. We take who we want to take, and we get out. Right? You want to tell us something? Tell us something in a second. Just give me 1 second.
Right.
And I positively skid over like I'm on the beat of the drum, or like Iggy's playing the really high notes, and I skip over to the table, and I hear that. I hear him starting his compulsive scat, and it's almost like the bass begins to lift me over the table, and I just dash over to him and I say, "Hey, say, just can I look at your head 1 second?" And I want to roll my first aid because I've not looked at it yet.
Yeah,
I've got a hunch.
Oh yeah.
That's 0-8, Dom, which is
tits.
Hard. I can make it at extreme. 8 on a 30. So I'd need a 7 and one point of luck, right? No, that's 35. 6.
6. 2 points of luck.
2 points of luck for an extreme. I'll do it. 2 points of luck for an extreme success.
Yeah.
So with an extreme success, first of all, you note you come to the conclusion that this wound is about 2 hours old.
We've been in some fights.
It isn't a tree. There's no scratching or breaking of the skin. It's got a very straight line to it. It looks more like she's been smacked in the head by more like a beam or a bar.
Yeah. Well, my first instinct should run into a log or run into a branch or something. But maybe someone's, yeah. All right, darling, you're coming with us. And I take her hand and say, let's just go steady. And I'll tuck my arm in her arm and I'll take her back to the boys. And I'll say, in 1920s parlance, doesn't that mean you're going out?
Going steady.
We're going steady.
What, taking your arm in her arm?
No, the expression going steady.
Going steady. Did I say going steady?
I don't know. Ignore him. He's frozen anyway.
He's handsome though, isn't he, when he freezes?
Yeah, I'm frozen anyway.
We ain't stepping out together, if that's what you're saying. We're just stepping out of this diner together. Maybe.
Right.
Or maybe you are. And actually, I think maybe I give her to Charlie, like a kind of precious prize into Charlie's arms. And I say, miss, I think you've been hit real hard on the head, right? That looks to me. I really lower my voice and lean into the other two, trusting their musical instincts. And I say, That looks to me like you took a blow to the head.
Oh my goodness. You think that's why I don't
from
remember
any
stuff?
tree branch. I think someone hit you. Is someone up there with your grandpa?
Oh my God. If they are, we need to get up there right away.
Whoa, wait. Are you sure it wasn't your grandpa who hit you? I mean, that's...
No, he would never. He's the sweetest, kindest man.
Do I notice any doubt in her voice when she says that?
Give me a psychology roll.
No, that's a regular success.
No, she seems absolutely genuine. She loves her grandpa.
Right. All right.
I think he steps ahead of me. Maybe not Charlie, but I'm just going, like, what are you thinking? And I'm doing what are you thinking eyes at Sugar.
I guess she's genuine. I was worried that maybe her grandfather had something to do with this. Maybe, do you know what I mean? I was worried that.
Yeah.
But it sounds like.
Likewise. Well, listen, if it's a grandfather, elderly gentleman, well, we can handle that. Worst comes to worst. Your grandfather, would he be able to put us up for that? I mean, listen, when's the gig? Not till tomorrow evening, right? I mean, we need to stay somewhere over anyway, right?
Yeah, that's true.
We got to move.
Stay in the diner.
We got to move.
Yeah. How far is it up Green Apple Acres or wherever you said?
If we take it slow, it'll take us about 10 minutes, I think.
And is it back? Is it south? We don't have to get past the jackknife truck there?
Oh, it's back the way we came. There's a little turning off into the woods.
Into the woods, eh?
I know the way. I can show you the way.
Just
Please.
pause like that, like you just did. Just you say a little turning off, pause for 3 seconds, and then say, into the woods.
Yeah.
Because I'm not going with her as she does. Okay, great. Well, what do you think?
As you're all stood
Along?
there, are you making your way out to the cafe?
I think we're all stood up, but I think I was about to say something, but it sounds like something else might happen.
Well, I think if you're all stood up by the door like that with Amelia, Mary comes running over and she goes, "Where are you going? Are you taking her back up to Green Apple Acre?"
Well, we were thinking about it, Mary. We were thinking about it.
Okay, I'm going to come with you.
Excuse me?
That sounds like a good idea. That sounds like a good idea. I say confidently, and I walk over towards her, looking back at Iggy, nodding.
Yeah?
Yeah, I think that sounds like a good idea. I think we should all get out. Like, this storm's really here now. I think,
the storm isn't localized, Vince. The storm here, there's going to be a storm half a mile up the road. I don't understand.
You never know.
We can't bed down in the diner.
Clouds can clear.
We can bed down in the grandpapa's house. We can't bed down in the diner, so...
Well, we're going to have to get a telephone call to Micmac Clubs in some way and tell them we ain't going to make it, right?
Exactly.
Is there a telephone? Is there a telephone here?
Sam overhears this and he goes, "Phones are out.
Phones are out. Oh.
Damn line went down. The storm."
Of course it did.
Right, I see.
Mary turns around to Sam and says, "They're taking Amelia back up to Green Apple Acre. I'm going with them." And he's like, "What? We got customers." And she says, "You deal with it. Wait for me 1 second." And she dashes behind the counter and she opens the cash register.
Oh, yeah.
And Sam's like, "No, what are you... Oh, for goodness sake."
I like her.
You could all give me a... Oh, let's see what you'd need here. I would need
There's something really weird going on. I cannot work out this dynamic at all.
Yeah.
I would need I'd need a spot hidden.
It's not a skill I want to be using.
That's an 86. I'm really interested in what Mary's doing.
Me too. My spot hidden is not good enough to work. It's only 25, so I cannot push it.
I'm going to try it as well, because, I mean, we're all watching her at this point, right? We're all trying to figure out where she's going.
Yeah.
I don't understand the dynamic either.
It's an odd move. She's getting money. She's going to go and get money to pay someone.
Just grabbing it out of the register. And I assumed she was just a waitress, but, I mean, maybe she's not.
I've got a 45 on spot hidden. I might try...
I've got a 37 on my 45 spot hidden.
Okay, which I'm more interested in.
On your push, is that you pushed it, or regular?
That's his regular. That's your first roll, right?
Did a regular.
Oh, okay. Well, none of us.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
It was a regular success, so.
He's tall, right? He's got that extra height.
I've got like a foot on everyone else, sort of hulking over, lurking above, casting a shadow.
She's in the cash register, and Sam's come over to remonstrate with her, and he's going, "What do you think you're doing?" And she says, "They're taking Amelia back up to Greenapple Acre. They're 3 strange men. We don't know who they are. I should go and look after her just in case." And he goes, "Oh, for goodness sake." And she says, "Do you want to go? Do you want to go in my place?" And he says, "All right, just be careful out there." And she says, "Well, that's why I'm taking this." And only Charlie noticed that she's taken a gun out of the cash register and put it inside her smock.
Dark American sense is made. Okay.
Yeah.
And she comes back over to you and she goes, "We should go now, before the storm gets any worse. Come on, Amelia.
All right.
Let's go."
I just want to have a quick word with Sam. I know what you're going to say, Vince, but I feel like it's my duty to just have a quick word with Sam. Ask him maybe to keep an eye on Teddy.
Yeah, sure. No problem. We'll get the girls to the car. Is that okay with you, ladies?
Yes, let's go.
Nod. My fingers, the two of you see my fingers trying a sort of blues riff in my imagination. Just sort of trying to tap those buttons.
Oh, yeah. Tap those valves, baby.
Yeah, the valves. Playing the valves. Thanks, man.
I go up to the counter and say,
Say, mister, you're the manager here, right?
That's right.
So basically, there's, I think, the old boy Teddy, he was with Winifred out there, and he's just gone out to the outhouse out there, the bathroom, and he's taken quite a long time, and I wondered maybe you could go and check on him in 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
God's sakes. I'll check on him now.
No. You give him a minute. You know, the guy's probably maybe has his upset stomach. They've been drinking coffee all night. But I don't want him to be forgotten about, Winifred. I don't want her to be walking out in the rain. Anyway, thank you very much for your hospitality this evening.
and I hand over a quarter and say,
we'll stop here next time we're passing through. Have a good evening. Have a good evening.
What?
Have a
and I make for the door.
What the fuck were you saying? So you get into the car with the two young ladies, and you set off back the way you came, up the hill.
Yeah.
I presume.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Mary probably seems a bit agitated. And Amelia is leaning forwards in between the seats and going, keep going, it's up here. You can't see any, the rain is so heavy. you can't see anything in front of you. You can just see like an inch of road at a time, and it bends quite severely. I'm going to need... the weather has got much worse as well. Even worse than it was. I'm going to need an extreme drive auto.
Oh, good luck, buddy.
As you come up, she goes, it's left here, just here. Sharp left.
Whoa. So I failed that. It's quite a bad fail. It's not quite a fumble. I mean, I could push it.
That's something.
But I would need to get a 12 on an extreme. So do I just let it? Do I just let it fail, or do I?
And you can't spend luck, right?
Not once I've pushed it.
Can I push the roll by leaning over and trying to take the wheel?
Yes.
No, because you've got the same.
He's got better drive.
Yeah, but on an extreme,
only slightly.
On an extreme,
it's by 1 point. It's exactly.
Oh, I thought Dan had the better drive.
No,
not?
Only by. Yeah.
I think I just got to let that fail go. Right, that'd be mad to push that.
But are you going to push it, Charlie?
No, I don't think I see it coming necessarily. I don't know what's about to happen.
I mean, if we're going to fail, we're going to fail. And it's better to have a chance at it, isn't it? Than I suppose you could fumble. That's the problem. And it's a fail of the push.
That's what I mean. Like,
we'll take the moderate hit. We'll take the moderate hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think truly, as it happens, Dom, I'm leaning over to Mary. Finally, I've plucked up the courage, and there's been a bit of noise, maybe because the roads got worse. And I just lean over and I say, "Is there something you want to tell me?" At which point?
Well, where's,
At which point?
Where's turning? What?
Here, and she pulls the wheel to the left, and you do turn. It's kind of like almost going back on yourself, zigzag path, but then it's much narrower, and the trees are really close, and you suddenly realise you must be the nervousness in the car has become infectious, and you've sped up quite a bit. And the moderate version of this is you. Much less exciting than the failed push, but never mind.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You go around these bends, and you realise you can't calm down, and then suddenly the bend creeps up a bit too quick, and you just see this tree trunk, and so you swerve, the car skids, and you go boom, off the road into the mud. Your left headlight crunches into a tree. Luckily, everyone's sort of like fine, but the car is stuck.
Oh, balls!
God damn!
Oh my God! Fuck heaven there!
I didn't see the tree. This weather is.
I know. Ain't
It's
no
all right. It's all right.
It's not far. We could do it on foot. If we go through the trees, we'll stay relatively dry. It'll take us like 5 minutes.
I ain't even leaving Geraldine here. Like, get straight out of the car and go to the truck.
Who?
Get my double bass out on my back.
Straight away.
Yeah. Well, we're not staying here in the fucking pissing rain where lightning's disintegrating people. We need to get under a roof, right?
Yeah, I
Let's
think
get going.
maybe this maybe we don't want to be in a little metal box in this weather. So.
Exactly.
All right.
Yeah.
So I think we'll get out and follow.
Yeah.
So,
All right. You got a coat?
Who are you
Yeah, I'm
talking
fine.
Not you lummox.
I try and light up a cigarette under the peak of my cap and cup it in my hand and kind of sort of manage to smoke it like this. Still thinking about that pile of ash.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So you start making your way through the trees.
Ashes to ashes.
Amelia's slightly leading. Mary has ended up lagging behind at the back. It's hard going. These obviously used to be orchards, presumably. There's apple trees, and there's this smell of, because it's the start of autumn, there's this smell of fruit rotting.
Yeah.
And you can feel it underfoot sometimes. You put your foot into a mushy apple, and it's just like...
It smells like
so well.
good scrumpy.
Yeah. But the
It's,
woods have been overtaken with invasive species like elm and stuff. So it's quite
I
a
thought you said
raggedy...
like elves.
Elves.
Yeah, like elm.
Invasive elves.
Invasive
elves.
species like elves.
Yeah.
Sorry, not
Hugo
good.
Weaving.
Yeah.
Hugo Weaving with pointy ears in a dress.
Invasive elves. I think maybe that's like a troika scenario.
Yeah, nice. Very,
Campaign
very
setting.
true.
Invasive elves. Dutch elf.
Dom, since you mentioned the apples, can I use one of the apples as a... It's probably not particularly good acting, but I'm going to use the cover of Night and Rain to help with my bad acting. And I'm going to slip slightly on one of the apples. And, oh dear, I take to one knee, which means I slow down quite a lot, and then I get back up almost parallel to Mary.
I thought you were going to propose to her, but yeah, no, carry on.
I don't think you need to roll for that. I think...
Yeah.
But
it's a ploy. The other two might see that it's a ploy.
Oh, you can roll for it if you want.
I don't mind if they see me.
Oh.
If anything, it's good if they see me. It's more if Mary thinks I'm just fooling around.
I think, knowing Vincent, I'm not going to question what he's doing.
I mean, I'll give it my
Fucking
5%.
zany motherfucker.
It's a 31 on a 5, so I fail.
On a 5. She goes,
Love it.
listen, just to you. She's keeping her voice down. She goes, listen, I don't know what we're going to find up at that house, but you got to believe me, whatever it is, I got a bad feeling about it, okay? And just because you came across Amelia in the woods, not remembering things, don't make her innocent, okay? She might have done something bad up there. He was an old man, rich. She had a lot to gain. This could all be a ploy.
Okay. I'm listening real careful. I say, and I am listening very carefully.
She puts her hand on your arm and she goes, you're strong,
Yeah.
ain't you? I trust you.
How strong
I-
is he?
I narrow my eyes and I say, no, doll, I'm tough.
Tough's better.
And I nod at Charlie and I say, no, he's strong.
I prefer tough.
But he's fucking yeah.
So you keep going to the woods.
Yeah, and I
mumble to myself.
accept that.
Why don't any of the girls prefer educated?
Yeah. It's not fair, is it?
And so you're making your way through the woods. Can everyone give me either a listen or a spot
Listen.
hidden?
Definitely a listen. I'm waiting for you to
Oh,
ask
yeah.
me to
Oh,
use
we're
that
going, listen,
skill.
we're musicians.
All three of us are listening.
Hard success.
That is a 5.
Success.
That's an extreme success.
I'm a 46 and a 50, so I'm just a pass.
Amelia's saying, just a bit further, it's just a bit further. But then do you all succeed there? You all succeeded.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's extreme.
You all hear, over to the left, in the shadows, in the darkness, you hear a voice, a male voice going, I gotta go. Stop them again. God, what have you done? What have you done, Billy? Billy. Who's there?
There.
Who's there? Someone's coming. Billy, shut up.
It sounds like he's scatting.
Who's
What have you
Billy?
done? What have you done? It's a great gift.
Skibbity-boo.
Sorry, just I hear those riffs everywhere, you know.
With the
Save it for
extremes,
Ipswich,
can I
man.
tell
Save it
like
for Ipswich.
how close he is, or like is
With an extreme, you hear him stop because you think he's heard you. And then you hear footsteps getting closer. You hear the crack of twigs and the rustle of leaves as something or someone is creeping closer to you.
I get out my switchblade.
yeah. Oh well, great.
I hiss to Mary. Who's Billy?
Yeah. I just turn to them and go, he's coming. And I just step forwards towards the bush and just sort of like make myself as big as possible, like a bear.
Man bear.
Sort of. And I am fucking huge. I mean, I'm a fucking, 85 on size? Like, whoa! So I just hulk over where I expect whoever it is to come out, try and make myself look as threatening as possible.
You are almost exactly twice as big as me. I've got a size 45. I think I sort of sidle up next to you with my switchblade.
I pick you up and put you on my shoulder. And we just tower.
It's like that unreleased Troika scenario with the dwarf and the giant.
Yes, it is.
Hobbit with
In the space of 20 minutes.
I love it.
Hobbit with the end.
It's Dom's,
Yes, it's the Hobbit.
Dom's natural sense of the absurd when it comes to horror.
It's nothing to do with me. To answer your question, Joseph, Mary says, I don't know who Billy is.
Psychology. Come on. Does she know who Billy is? How full of lies is this sexy dame? This is 01 again. You're not going to believe me, but it's,
Holy
it's
fuck.
a second 01.
She
Mate.
says it with such emphasis. She really wants you to believe that she doesn't know who Billy is. And you suddenly get a really bad feeling that she knows not only who Billy is, but what Billy's done.
Played me. She's played
And then Billy appears.
Billy arrives.
Oh, shit.
Billy's
How big is Billy?
How big is Billy?
Billy comes out through the trees,
Big as this guy?
and yeah, he's eye to eye with you.
Oh, fuck off.
Huge.
Genuinely.
He's huge,
Well, that's unsettling.
and his eyes are wide and wild. And he goes, "Oh my God, you're coming to get me, aren't you? You're coming to get me because of what I done. I didn't do it. It was something else. You gotta believe me. I know how it looks. I know how it looks. But you gotta believe me. It wasn't. I didn't mean to do it. It was Clem.
Slow down. It's all right.
Yeah.
Mary,
Billy.
you gotta believe me. It was something in the woods. It was something. It's something in a
Calm
box.
down there now.
It's in the woods now.
Is that your name? Is this Billy? Mary? Is this Billy? Hey, let's calm down. We're all friends.
Of course,
here.
this is Billy, you big fucking oaf. Who else would it be?
Well, sorry about the little dwarf. I take him off my shoulder and throw him into the bushes.
Never throw it.
I want to... Yeah. Oh, this... Yeah, it's trippy.
I take a step away from Mary.
Okay, yeah.
She's
See, I didn't get
pouring
that
at your
insight
arm.
into her.
She's pouring at your arm, going, gotta believe me. I don't know who this guy is. I don't know why he knows my
Is he
name.
pouring my arm?
No, at
I believe-
Vincent.
Oh, right.
Vincent's.
Which guy?
What do you do?
Makes sense.
Which
Charlie?
guy?
What do you do, Charlie? Sorry, you going to say?
Oh, well, I mean, I was trying to calm him. Like, if I'm the one that's the same size as him, I feel like a sense of responsibility. Like, I was sort of towering up to be the defensive thing, and then this guy is kind of intense. But it's like, all right, Billy, if that's your name, well, we're friends here. I think your friend's Mary's, right? Well, just calm down, huh? What happened out in the woods? What happened here?
You can
Trying
give
to,
me
I know
either-
he's wild-eyed. I'm trying to, just calm him.
You can give me either a psychology or a psychoanalysis or a power roll.
Animal handling? No. We've been there before.
That's such a bad idea.
Wait, so what were the options? Power or
Psychoanalysis or psychology.
I'm not going to do that. I'm going to go power because I feel it's more of a primal moment of all tit off. Right. Well, I failed anyway because I know that's a 60. Well, that's a 64, so I failed, yeah. I'm not going to push that.
So you're saying all this stuff, but he's not listening to you, and he seems to be getting more nervous, and then
Easy,
he just suddenly swings for you. Get away from me! But he misses. Just. and he staggers backwards. And he's walking backwards into the trees, and he goes, "You're going to just put me away, but I didn't do it. Okay? Clem made me do it. Clem made me..." What is that? What? And then he turns.
Oh no,
now
a bigger guy behind him comes up.
No, it's stranger than that. You see the shadows of the trees start to move, and there's this like ripple way, way in the distance. This kind of blue light. And it's sort of waving, but then you realise it's actually moving very quickly from a great distance, coming through the trees.
this
How is that?
quicksilver-like light. It's about...
Iggy?
Get close, you realise it's about 6 foot ball of light. It's just
Iggy?
rushing up behind him. Emilia screams and goes, "There it is! I remember now! It was that!" And then it just rushes up behind Billy, and he stops. The light disappears, and then suddenly his whole lower torso is illuminated from within, and it gets brighter and brighter, and then light comes out of his eyes and his mouth, and then his face starts to melt, and he's screaming and burning as he dissembles into ash.
Fuck.
And that sanity rolls.
Yeah.
Revelation.
He wasn't even a Nazi. It's not fair.
You don't know that.
You don't know that.
We know of. Yeah, that's very true.
Play the rhythm, not the pace. Play the rhythm, not the pace.
That's a fail.
That was not bad. It's a fail for me as well.
That is a pass. What about 20?
So, Joseph, you lose 1 sanity point.
Damn straight I do.
I mean,
I might just
I felt like this guy was my new best friend. I felt like we were connecting on an emotional level, so obviously it's going to really hit me.
Let's see.
I'm committed, man. When a big guy commits,
I'm gonna be.
makes a difference.
He's getting committed.
Just while we pause, I know we're not paused. I'd just like to raise something. If anyone who works for Chaosium is listening, I'm hovering my pointer on the AutoCalc character sheet. You hover over major wound. It says check to denote investigator has sustained a major wound. You hover over temporarily insane, and it says check to denote investigator has gone temporarily insane. You hover over indefinitely insane, and it says check to denote investigator is faster than average.
Well, maybe we don't know the rules.
Maybe we don't.
Yeah. I feel like that's something that we might have to come
Mike
to
knows
at some
best.
point.
Follow the rhythm, not the pace.
I thought it was very appropriate after you'd said that. Yeah.
Clara barking mad. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
What is it?
Oh dear.
So, who failed again? It was. So you lose 1, Joseph. Let's see how you two do. The first one's bad. Oh, right, same again. So you both lose 6 sanity points.
I mean, fuck me, mate.
Oh, what a way to die.
I mean, his face melted.
What a thing to watch. It's nothing.
His fucking guts lit up.
It's nothing natural.
It's totally fair.
Horizontal lightning.
I guess you need intelligence rolls, do you?
Unless you've gone indefinitely insane, yes.
I haven't yet.
No.
Let's have those intelligence rolls. Remember,
yeah.
you want to fail these.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've lost 7 points.
How the fuck am I so intelligent?
57, so I'd need quite a bit more.
It was almost avuncular, Dominic. It was almost avuncular.
Well, that's an extreme success on my intelligence.
Likewise, I just rolled a 9.
I rolled a 4.
Sick.
Guys.
I can't wait to go fucking mental.
The brains.
Oh,
brains
Dan, and I'm
of the
looking forward
bunch.
to going mental with you.
Cheers, babe. Yeah.
Like your birthday.
It's going to be ugly.
Get a room, guys. Get a mad woodman
Just scatting and violence.
with a deadlight. Scatting and violence.
Disgusting and violent.
Attorneys at law.
I thought it was our new catchphrase.
Scatting and violence. The apocalypse players.
We've got the gravediggers in the York scenario that we cannot speak of.
Burke and Hare, scatting and violence.
The 19th century gaslight scenario. Scatting and violence, attorneys at law.
Dominic Allen's got the massive book out, choosing something.
I know,
big
which
book.
always gives me
choosing
anxiety.
or is he rolling? What's going on?
I'm gonna pour a glass of wine, guys. That's how
He
bad
does
this
both
is.
every time. He chooses, he rolls, he guesses, he decides.
Yeah, so,
So cash, yeah. So, how are you guys doing? Anyway,
you're both having bouts of madness.
Would have thought so, yeah.
I think, what
Check.
makes the most sense here?
I would do check.
Maybe you both become I think, Charlie, do you already have a phobia? You don't.
I don't know. Would you like to give me one? You did.
You suddenly become intensely afraid of the dark. You don't want to be in these dark trees anymore because your logic is light. Yeah. This light is so dangerous. The only way you'd feel safe is if you were surrounded in light, and then you wouldn't be able to. It wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
And there's perhaps like a bit of truth in that.
Cancel it out with itself, like with more of itself. Yeah.
You get a deep sense that this is actually true. You don't understand why it's true, but you feel confident that if there was enough light, this thing wouldn't exist.
Yeah.
And that's the only way you'll feel safe. And you cannot be in the darkness anymore. You gain 5 Cthulhu Mythos points.
Well played.
Oh, hello.
Because this is your first.
Don't mind if I do. Yeah, totally.
It's about Amanda's.
First of many, we hope.
And I'll let you deal with that in a second.
Cheers, mate.
As for you, Dan, you also gain 5 Cthulhu Mythos points.
Great. Juicy.
And you suddenly realise this is some horrible trick they're playing on you because you know what happened to Teddy, and you feel guilty.
Oh.
And it's someone here. So you tell them. So one of these fuckers has done this. You don't know how, but they've done it.
Yeah.
This is exactly like what was the gig? It's exactly like that gig.
Oh, the
Danes
River.
Danes River.
This is Danes River all over again. They screwed you then, and they're screwing you now.
Yeah. But I think it's someone here.
Yeah.
This is Danes River all over again.
I turn to Pope and I just say,
this is Danes River all over again.
And then I spin round to Vince and I grab him by the collar and I say,
you fucked us then and you're fucking us now.
And I swing a punch.
It's hair trigger. Amazing. And I swing Sarah Lou. I've got the case. I was going to go for Mary, but he grabs me, and I just see him coming for me. So I swing instinctively at the same time. So he's got the initiative.
You swing Sarah Lou instead.
Well, you might see it coming because I do announce it by grabbing you by the collar. So,
but I imagine that's the heightened mania. I leave it to the keeper of the backwoods above Green Apple Acre.
I think let's keep it simple. Let's say it's Dan's action, and he's swinging with what he thinks is his fist, but of course he'd already taken his switchblade out.
Yes.
And you're defending yourself. You're fighting back with a trumpet in a case.
Yeah, in a case though, my friend.
Yeah,
and that's a hefty case.
So let's have an opposed brawl for this.
Yes.
Meanwhile, of course, I'm heading back to the car.
A regular success on my brawl. Let me just. I haven't got a stat for my switchblade. Let me just. It's probably a default one, I guess, isn't it? But let me check.
It's a regular success.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to spend the luck to equal that, right?
With a fight back, you beat it.
I have to beat it.
Tits.
You need a hard success.
It's a lot of luck. 26 luck.
Oh, it's just a 1d4 plus damage bonus, and I have no damage bonus.
So in which case, no, I'll take the hit because I think it's one of those moments where I don't really want to hurt him. So I was thinking I might have to hit Mary at this rate, but I didn't really want to because I wasn't too sure what she was going to do, whether she was going to back this guy up, I'm riven by doubt, and I sort of ineffectually raise it up, but it's at the wrong height, the wrong speed, the wrong tempo, everything that I've said, and that's partly because I've lost sanity too, and he stabs me.
It's the wrong speed, it's the wrong tempo.
Oh. Hit my microphone, and unfortunately for you, rolled a 4 on my d4.
A horrible gash to the face, I imagine.
Take that, pretty boy.
Not the face, you son of a bitch!
Ear to mouth. Lord Trimming.
And then
Ear to mouth.
Billy is now Ash, and Amelia screams, "Run! Run!" And she just starts running through the trees. And Mary follows suit because she doesn't want to get lost.
Is the light still anywhere? Like, is this unnatural light still? Yeah.
It's now receding from him
Okay.
back through the trees.
Will it?
But you get the sense that it's going off, and you can see it heading up the hill.
We need a bigger. I see. I was gonna, while this fight was sort of breaking out, my instinct was from that fight bit to like, I need to make some light. I need to make a bigger light than it. I need to cancel it out. And I was gonna I think I took out because I'm carrying my double bass on my back in its case. I think I sort of pulled out some old sheet music and was sort of thinking of bundling that up, but it won't be enough, and maybe I could stick it in the petrol tank, but then I forgot how cars worked in the 1920s and I couldn't be asked to look it up. So instead, I feel like the house must be near here somewhere, and a house will make a bigger light than anything else. So I feel like we're stuck here, and I think I just shout like to those other, stop fighting. I don't know if they do. I'm like, we need light. The light destroyed him. We need to cancel it out with itself. We need to cancel it out with more light. You know, in the way when we all play together, and sometimes we hit the same note, it's like it neutralizes everything. Like all of the improvisation sort of hit this central level, and suddenly we transcend. That's what the audience has said. I didn't understand what that review was going on about, but at the end of the day, we need to cancel out the light with itself. We need something big. We need to set it on fire. We need fire now. And I just go, follow me, and I start sprinting after them, the direction they went in. The girls, I mean.
You're going after the girls into the woods?
Well,
or
I'm assuming they're still headed towards the house, right?
Sounds like they're not.
No, presumably they are.
Oh, they are? Oh, presumably they are. Oh, my apologies.
I mean, they may well not be. That is true, but we need something bigger. The car is too wet. Nothing will light. The light, I can just tell. The light, we need to cancel the light. We need fire. You listening to me, Vincent? Fire! I run.
I think, I don't know.
Your face is maybe, yeah.
I feel like I've been very passive in this. I haven't sort of done anything, but that might be a shock. And I'm just kind of going, what the... you guys are crazy.
I feel like that was maybe simultaneous as well. Like I feel I went mad at the same time you were being stabbed, so I probably haven't quite registered that you're. What the fuck has happened?
Maybe that's what snaps me out is that you say that. Well, it just cut me across the face. So do we go into Dex order, or do we?
Well, how many rounds am I suffering my bout for, Dominic?
Well, what do you all want to do?
How many would you
Danann's
running. What are you two doing?
I want to find out what the trick is he pulled at the Danes Rivers, and what the trick is he pulled now. It's some fantasy. It's some magic trick. And I hold my switchblade to under his chin.
I smack him across the face with my trumpet if he's going to do that. I'm going to try and get a knife under my chin. I think he's going to try and kill me. I mean, it's...
Yeah.
Like, is it Dex order or isn't it? I suppose is my question. Like, I've lost 1 sand, he's lost 6, so I'm going, like, I'm not insane, so I can make decisions outside of this, but if he's attacking me with a sort of frenzy born of high speed, of me...
I mean, if you're going to have a proper fight, then yes, we will have to go into Dex.
Well, who's to say? It's hard to know if it's going to be a proper fight until the first blow.
The truth is, the problem is when you play in a trio, you know the fastest man, and the fastest man just ran off.
Yeah.
He may be base, but funnily enough, he's the one that beds us down.
Oh, he's quick up and down that fingerboard.
Yeah.
What are your dexes?
Mine's 60.
70.
75.
Okay.
75. We're musicians. This is what we do. We listen, and we're quick.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now we're in the woods, going mad.
We're in the fucking woods.
Danann's running. Charlie's running through the woods.
Like BFG.
It's Vincent. It's over to Vincent, who currently has a knife under his chin.
Well, that sounds like a maneuver that he's trying to pull at the same time, I would argue, as... Like, he's slashed me across the face, but he doesn't get a free maneuver up under my chin.
No, you're right, because I've just already slashed at you. So maybe I'm yelling at you. Tell me what the trick is.
Like,
tell me what the trick you pulled.
But I get the impression there's this sort of knife coming back up at me, and I think I just want to... I want to swat him down, so I think I will try a maneuver. I am... Build 1. But I don't gain a bonus from because I'm the action. Damn it! Every time I think I'm going to get a bonus from that.
What exactly is the maneuver you're doing here? If you're hitting him, I'm going to say that's not a maneuver.
It's a brawl.
Yeah, no, exactly. But I was going to either try and swat him away, or so I guess I'm going to try and knock that knife out of his hand.
Okay, so you're going to try and disarm him,
which may in the long term be a bad move. But I'm panicking because he's turned on me, and I'm going like, even though I fucking hate the fact he says it's his trio, the truth is. He's the goddamn leader. I can't lose Iggy. If I lose Iggy, I lose the band.
Yeah, this cunt ain't starting a trio.
And I really mess it up. My foot slides. I swing wild past the knife.
Oh, man.
And I look at him with my 85 on a 42.
So I guess unless I fumble, right?
What are you trying to do?
Well,
as this trumpet case comes at you,
not have my knife swiped out of my hand. So I guess dodge.
Yeah.
I would like to not.
And that's a success actually on my dodge.
So yeah, you jump back as this trumpet case comes through, and it is over to you.
Now I do bring my knife up under his neck. Yeah, and the rain is drenching us both. We're dripping like...
It's like Matrix Revolutions, except good.
Slick with rain.
So you're not stabbing me, you are doing a maneuver, right?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
So I am build 1.
Okay, so this is I'm gonna be at disadvantage.
Penalty die.
Okay.
You get a penalty.
But I want to bring my knife up under your chin and say, tell me how you did it. Tell me how you did it. I gotta know. Teddy ain't dead. So with a penalty die on my brawl, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean, if you're not actually attacking him, this sounds more like it's an intimidate.
Maybe.
Which case your build would be irrelevant, I suppose.
Yeah, no, that's nice. If it's an intimidation into, like, yeah.
My intimidate is not very good. But fair enough.
But then wouldn't it be fairer to say that you are going to put the knife at my throat, which is a sort of choke maneuver, so then use your brawl?
Yeah, well, I'm trying to get the knife so that, like, I don't know, what am I mean...
It feels like your objective is to get your question answered.
Yeah, I guess it is. So I suppose intimidate. But maybe I have a bonus in that I'm holding a knife to his neck.
A knife does make intimidation easier, I
find. A lot of lawyering going on here. This was my reason for my reluctance to go into Dex order.
Well, like my fighting brawl is 50 and my intimidate is only 15. So, I mean, if you want me to stab him in the neck, I'll do that instead.
Oh, I'm just following orders if you want me to.
No, I'll roll intimidate, fine. No.
No.
I don't intimidate him. But presumably I do have my knife under his neck.
Oh, yeah, you could be waggling.
And he just goes...
Waggling it around, thanks.
Bends it. Snaps it.
I didn't do nothing. It's not the Danes River job. What the hell are you talking about? Look, Charlie's run off. Snap out of it, man. That guy his face just melted.
It wasn't
lightning to do with it.
That was not lightning. That was not lightning.
What are you doing with the goddamn knife? You cut my face open. What the hell is this?
Where's Charlie? Where's Pope?
I don't know. They ran off.
I'm over here, boys. I'm just still running away.
I can't
Follow
see
me.
shit.
Can you hear him?
I'm here, boys. Follow me.
Is he yelling that?
Yeah, because I was trying to get you to follow me in the first place. I was like, we need fire. We need to make a fire. I was sort of oblivious to the fight you were having on the severity of it. Because I was like, phobia. I need light. I need to cancel out light. So I'm just shouting about fire and light.
I guess I take a step back. Unless I'm still in this bout, I guess I take a step back from... I've maybe been talked down from this moment by
you're still in this bout, but it could be that maybe it wasn't Vincent. Maybe it was...
Good point.
Could have been me.
It must have been Charlie.
It must have been Charlie.
Yeah, of course.
It must have been Charlie. After him. After him.
What?
I'm just taunting you by shouting back
Wait
over
up!
my shoulder.
I don't.
And I start running after him. I imagine I am going to struggle to keep up with him, but I attempt to. I just set off, start running after Charlie.
I'm about to run after him. I flicked my eyes over to Billy. He didn't have a weapon on him, did he?
No. And what's left of him is a pile of ash.
His weapon
Yeah.
was
Okay. So it's
his
irrelevant.
body.
Yeah. I shudder and I run after and I go, wait up! I can't believe you cut my face open.
Doing the old shudder run.
So
It's a classic.
you're running in roughly the direction of the house.
Yeah.
And
Following the girls, right? Following
Yeah.
Mary. Yeah.
yeah, and it's you who gets there first, Charlie.
Yeah. Are they inside?
They're sort of in the doorway.
Right.
And it's quite secluded here. It's sort of just on the other side of a little hill.
Yeah.
And like Mary slipped in the mud on the way back down the other side of the hill, and like
Oh, Mary.
the
when will
rain's
you
lashing
learn?
down. Everyone's drenched.
What do you like?
And it get across the gravel.
Yeah. I'll help you.
You see that a tree has fallen down, struck
Oh,
presumably by lightning. It's just across the path.
that's a wild shame.
Yeah. It's a single-story old sort of colonial era building, little cottage.
My favourite era. Yeah. Lovely.
There's a small barn behind it,
Oh, look at that.
and as they go in, Amelia stops in the doorway and says,
Oh, God.
she turns back to you and she says, I remember now. Oh God, I'm starting to remember. And can you give me a spot hidden roll?
Yeah. Fucking hell.
She's been starting to remember for 2 hours.
Yeah, I don't like her starting to remember things. Well, that's a
Remember more.
75. I think it's a 75, but I want to push it because I feel like I'm going mad still, I think, with this desperate need for light. But like, also everything else is dark, right? Are they illuminated at all in the doorway?
No.
No, it's all dark.
Cottage is pitch dark.
I feel like I need to, maybe I've been patting myself down. I need to pull out a lighter, pull out a box of matches. I just need to like get up close to them. I've stopped and I'm listening to them, and then I just pound up towards them as I light the lighter, sort of try and get some light on the situation. But I'm this huge lumbering giant, so like anything in the dark could happen while my eyes are adjusting to the light. You know, I don't know what's around me. I could fall and impale myself on a garden implement, or terrify them and give off the running. But you know, anything could happen. But I need to get what she's talking about because I'm lost in the dark. I don't know where my mates are, and I need fire. I need light. So I'm pushing. Oh, and that's a 20. So, yeah, a success.
There's a discarded crowbar near the door.
I think, fuck, I didn't fall on that.
Looks like it would really
Right.
hurt if you got smacked in the face with that.
Okay.
No straight
Well,
line.
I'm going to fucking grab the cunt.
Great.
Yeah.
By that, you mean the crowbar?
Yes, I've realised as I said it that could be misconstrued. Cut that. I'm going to grab the crowbar. Yeah.
Excellent.
Might be mad, but we're not going. Yeah. So, yeah, I do. I think I sort of lurch forwards and I just snatch it up. I say, what is it? What are you remembering? What is it you're remembering?
Look. And she just points into the room. Probably by now, Iggy's catching up. You can see them stood in the doorway.
Pope, you bastard!
Yeah.
You fucked us at Dane's Rivers. How did you do it?
I haven't fucked you yet, but I will if you don't shut up.
How did you
listen
do
to
it?
her.
Listen, what do you mean, listen to her?
Something inside. I ain't fuck you with Two Rivers or what the fuck you said, Dane Rivers? What was his name?
Joan Rivers.
I never fucked Joan Rivers, all right?
Dane's River.
Dane's River, that's the one.
And probably
What the fuck
by
are you
now-
talking about, Iggy?
You know the way it went down. I know. Someone screwed us over.
I don't know
it
what.
wasn't Vince, it must have been you. These piles of ashes.
Vincent comes out of the trees.
Come on.
God damn.
Who the fuck
We
is?
know it was.
How can you run that fast, you old son of a bitch?
We need light. We need fire. What's she talking about? We just get inside and burn this place down.
Why do you want to burn
Mary.
the place down?
Mary,
We need fire. We need to cancel out the light.
Hey, whoa.
what the hell happened here?
You suddenly hear Mary scream.
Oh,
Gone
tits.
inside. She runs inside.
We need to get in there.
Going in as well.
Let's run in. I want to sprint in unless anyone stops me. I mean, you guys have. I mean, I know Vincent's only just caught up, for fuck's sake. But I mean, I've got the crowbar. I'm trying to be like, I don't know what the fuck Dane Rivers is. If they're joining me, I'm just shouting about the light. We need to fucking cancel the light out with itself. We need a fire. We need something. She's seen something in there. Now there's a scream. All momentum is towards that, I think.
I turn to Vince and say,
He must have been off his fucking head on something in Dane's River. He can't even remember the name of the club. It can't have been him. Someone else must have screwed us. He doesn't know. He didn't even know what we're talking about. Dane's River. You
And with
said
that
Dane's River.
realization, the paranoia starts to ebb slightly. It couldn't have been Vincent. It couldn't have been Charlie.
Could have been Vince. It
So
was
maybe
me.
maybe you don't really remember what happened,
Or maybe I don't remember.
and you gently repress what you've experienced earlier this evening.
You gently pass away.
And the same happens for Charlie as you go into the reception room, the front reception room. There's the final embers of a fire, and that's enough to make you feel suddenly calm, that there is the presence of flame and heat. It's dying. It's just warm embers. And so it takes you a while for your eyes to adjust to the room.
Yeah.
What are you two doing outside?
You're right. It's okay. It's okay.
What did you do to your face?
It's just a scratch. As a bit of my cheek sort of slides away.
You're beautiful.
4 hit points of damage. It's just a scratch, buddy.
Hey, look.
It's okay. You can stop. No, it's okay. You can stop stabbing now. Please stop.
All right. I'll stop. But you just, listen. The girls, they love a scar. You'll be all right, Vince. You'll be all right.
you can see like the tears well up in my eyes as I thought the only thing you had going for you was your looks.
And I realize that's exactly what he's seeing.
They dig a scar. It's all right.
Oh God!
You could learn to dance. You could learn.
I start looking for a mirror.
Swing those hips. You'll bring them in. Don't worry, Vince.
I start looking for a mirror on this floor.
No, you don't. We'll get you fixed up before you take a look at it.
Yeah, I gotta fix it up now.
No. Let's go in now.
We gotta find Mary. I can't see Mary like this.
No. Listen.
She's a swell dame. Where's Charlie? Charlie, where are you, Charlie?
Let me take out.
I get like a handkerchief and I just sort of try and dab at the.
Oh, it's not so bad.
Ow! Hey, what the hell are you doing? Hey, Big Pope! Big Pope!
Not so bad. You're gonna look all right, Vince. It's not so bad.
At least look at what you're doing. Don't look away while you're doing it.
All right. Listen, focus. Just focus. We
never should have stopped at that goddamn place. We never should have stopped at that goddamn one-pump town.
It's my
We should have
fault.
parked the car at Harvard Yard.
I know.
I can't believe it.
That would be a much better course of action, but I was just worried I couldn't say the words. Let's go in. We'll go in. We'll find something. We'll find some alcohol.
Will it be
Put
okay?
It on that. It'll be okay. You're gonna look
You
fine.
think
You're gonna look fine.
he's got money. He's got money.
Yeah, we brought his daughter home safe, his granddaughter. We could
have some
find
good
you
booze.
the best surgeon. We'll find you the best surgeon. We'll patch you up. And she could look.
Come on, let's go. And I stalk through after Charlie.
Charlie, you hear them saying, "Oh, we brought his daughter home, his granddaughter home. He'll sort us out." But you already know that that's not going to be possible because you're looking at a scene of carnage. There are in this room, as your eyes adjust, you now see that Mary has gone over by the fire and has turned her face away and has her face buried in her hands and is shaking. Amelia is just stood stock still, just taking in the room, looking sort of stunned. On the floor, there is an older man, grey beard, silver hair, propped up against one wall. It looks like he's been shot. His shoulder is covered in blood. Lying in the middle of the room, an even more disturbing sight, is a younger man whose body is in a strange condition.
I hate when there's.
It looks like his jawbone and all of his joints have been dislocated in violent convulsions. He's sort of like a twisted mass on the floor, like a broken puppet. But the lower half of his body has been completely disintegrated into ash.
Fucking hell.
And on his upper body, his skin is blotched with blood. His eyes are completely bloodshot, blackened almost, completely hemorrhaged inside.
Do you think he's going to be all right?